We'll start with a prayer. A new year. Lord, make all things new. You bring hope alive in our hearts and cause our spirits to be born again. Thank you for this new year, for all the potential it holds. Come and kindle us in the mighty flame, so that in our time many will see our wonders of God and live forever and praise your glorious name. Amen.
Amen.
Jerry?
Okay. On December 29th, I, for liquor license, concurred with Bainbridge Township trustees in not requesting a hearing on the liquor license being requested by Thon Burra LLC, doing business as Thon Burra Thai Cuisine, located at 8545 East Washington Street in Bainbridge. And then for item number 2, on December 30th, 2021, approved a appropriations transfer and supplementals to true up expense account balances for year end for water resources in their debt retirement fund, from juvenile court in their CASA and juvenile recovery fund, and JFS in the public assistance fund, and approved a cash transfer to community development for their first quarter 2022 operational funding commitment.
Right.
Thank you.
Adrian.
Good morning, Adrian.
Morning. So this next item here is going to be to approve the encumbrances to be considered by the Board of County Commissioners to be effective January 1st, 2022. So because we don't meet on the first day to approve the encumbrances, we make a motion before we approve them to make them retroactive to January 1st.
So you had said you might have a couple last minute issues. Did you run into any of those?
That was the thing that we were able to get Jerry to approve those.
Approve, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just reported.
Because you were out of town.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Okay, and then the next item is the actual financials for today. We do have a supplemental from the engineer's office for their road and bridge infrastructure appropriations. Because their levy was on the ballot in the fall, we were not able to budget anything for that. So now that it's passed, they are going ahead and certifying, the Budget Commission is going to certify that levy, and then they can then appropriate. But we did not know what the carryover was going to be at the time. So now that they know that, they were able to supplement their infrastructure account.
So have we seen a
carryover.
updated budget from them? Or no?
I can communicate that to you. I do not know yet what the Budget Commission is going to certify for them as far as revenue for that levy, but once they have that, they can then certify that.
And that was a
appropriate it.
continuous levy that was passed, right?
I think it's a
I
5
think
year.
it was
5 year.
continuing, not continuous.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
5-year levy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a renewal.
Renewal,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Yep.
okay.
And also are all the contracts, blankets, and purchase orders for various departments for the new year.
Okay. Great.
And I have a big stack in the back.
Excellent. How about that? Second?
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
There is one more item on here that would be the Commissioners is requesting the board to establish the gas mileage reimbursement at the current internal revenue service rate of 0.585 cents per mile to be effective January 1st, 2022 for all the departments under the direction of the Board of County Commissioners.
Okay. Has there been any change from last year?
I think you said it went up like 2.5 cents or
Yep.
something?
It went up 2.5 cents.
Okay.
And
Second?
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Thank you.
very much.
Appreciate it.
Hello.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning. Here for the mayor approval of the force account resolution authorizing the engineer to undertake price This year, there is a change which took place. All the previous years I've been involved with this, it's been $30,000 per mile and $100,000 per bridge per culvert that the engineer will be allowed to spend for maintenance and repair using his own forces. This year, it's been increased by $516 to $30,516 per mile and $101,702 per culvert or bridge. In other words, they're finally bringing up cost of materials versus what we're allowed to spend to do maintenance.
It's still kind of minute,
It's
though.
very minor, but something's better than nothing.
Sure.
And it's authorized by the state of Ohio, the Director of Transportation, and this will be an annual increase is what it looks like to be. It's the best way I can explain it.
Mhm.
So that's the biggest difference from all the other years we've done this, is that we have a little more money to spend for maintenance and repair of roads, bridges, and culverts.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes.
Next, on the list is Engineers Office requesting the board approve resolution 2203 to approve various sections of county roads by providing pavement markings for 2022. It's basically our annual
So
research.
moved.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes.
Gentlemen,
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Can I update the agenda?
How are you?
I took copies
Good
of
yourself?
8
Good.
Morning.
Good.
for the building department. I don't know why it did that.
Okay.
So the next
Morning,
item
Dan.
is
Morning.
number 8. Go ahead.
Thanks. Just here to request the permission to advertise for statement of qualifications for our plans examiners. They're currently under a 3-year contract with us. We have 4 individuals that we contract with to do commercial plans examinations. This is just to advertise for qualifications to redo another contract with them.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Seeing you, man.
And this is mostly for plan reviews?
Yes, commercial plan reviews only.
Okay.
Morning, how are you?
Morning, Kathleen.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Oh, we got first 2 of many to come. Service contracts for this year. Department of Water Resources requesting board approve and execute the service contract with Banff Welding and Fabricating LLC from Welding and Fabricating Services. This is for the water district location specifically. We already have one for the sewer side. And it'll be for 2022 in amount not to exceed $10,000.
So this is just for 1 year?
This is just a 1 year, yes.
These are just the standard service
Standard,
contracts we
right.
put in place at the beginning of the year, so when there's an emergency, we can bring them out and get 3 quotes.
Right.
Typically, the county administrator will be allowed to approve these because of the numbers, but due to timing and new resolution not being passed, they have to be before you today.
Okay. I'll make that motion.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes.
And the second one is the same thing, kind of just what I call a generic service contract to get $1,500 in place for Yarnell Tree Company, should we need to have any tree removal services at our wastewater locations.
Okay.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
This is one of the items that we talked about during the work session with the holidays for next year. This is the only one that fell under normal category with closure. So we're asking you to close the offices under the Highland Board of Commissioners on Friday, November 25th, which is the day after Thanksgiving, as paid time off for regular scheduled employees, up to 8 hours. Non-active work status time, 24-hour operations continue as normal, and those required to work will be entitled to overtime pay in addition to the regular pay for actual hours worked.
Okay.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes.
And then the next item is to request you to approve the meeting schedule for 22 which is all the adjustments that were made for the holidays, including the new one for June 19th, which moves our meeting to June 23rd. The only change that's on here is in September around Labor Day. Typically, we would do the meeting at the fair, but we're not because fair is starting on Wednesday this year. So that would be your meeting schedule for 22.
Was that the Fair Board's
Recommendation?
recommendation?
Yes, it was. That came from Paul, because they want you there on Wednesday.
Okay.
And we have session on Tuesday.
Got it.
So he said they would prefer you to be there all day on Wednesday for all the festivities and events and that kind of stuff, and that would be a lot on you.
Sure.
So they requested.
A lot of
just to
festivities.
Make it easier just to not do session on Thursday. And
Okay.
Sounds good.
Your motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Next item is to request the board to reappoint Laura Jansen to serve on the Board of Development of Disabilities for a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
And I have the Commissioner's Office is requesting the board reappoint the following members to serve on the Family Services Planning Committee for a 1-year term, effective January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2022. Kimberly Carter, Terry Melnar, Jessica Bolt, Jerry Morgan, Vicki Clark, Andrea Pollock, Jennifer Felker, Julie Guren, Angela Salisbury, and Scott Hildebrand.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
And then the Commissioners is requesting the board appoint Timothy K. Rez to serve on the Family Services Planning Commission for that 1-year term effective January 1st through December 31st of 22.
So
He's
moved.
the replacement for Ben.
Then, okay. Second?
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we are up to reorg.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a separate form for reorg. So the first motion is to request the board appoint someone as president for 22.
I nominate Jim Dvorak.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
And then I have a request to appoint a vice president for 22.
I make a motion to nominate Tim Lennon as vice president.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
So then, the next motion is to request the board to adopt the Commissioners' meeting schedule of information for 22, which is when sessions are held, the location, and if we have to move to Building 8 or an alternate location, that we'll do it by notice of, by resolution.
Mhm.
Sessions to be held Tuesdays at 9:30 unless adjustments are made for holidays, which we did that during the meeting schedule. Request for advance notifications of the agenda, which we do, additional meetings as required, and time and place designated. That you can call any meeting at any time if office holders, department heads, the administrator, and legal counsel, township association, commissioners association meetings, and any regular or special meetings of boards and councils that you sit on. And those are listed, including any invitations received, that you receive for groundbreakings, openings, celebrations, memorial services, funerals, parades, and that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Okay.
Page 2.
Page 2. Label this as number 4. Here is the list from 21
Mm-hmm.
of CSR and where. So we have Vera and Wayne. There is other copies of what we are looking at if anyone is really interested in following along here. I did make extra copies.
Jerry.
Thank you.
Okay.
You know, this is our normal 6 pages of fun that we have.
Oh, yeah.
So, as we go through the list, you guys have it in front of you, if you just tell me, we'll fill in the blanks.
So I would do this, to make it simple on yourself, I'd say, make a motion to,
So you,
have Commissioner Dvorak, take on Family First.
Okay, and then who would be the alternate then on that?
I could do the alternate on that.
Okay.
And then I would just make a motion to leave everything pretty much as is.
Okay, now
Okay.
my question I do have on here is planning commission boards, if you wanted to appoint alternates.
The Board of Revision, I would just add Jerry Morgan as the alternate to,
I need a primary, and then
yeah,
I need a primary from a commissioner, and then I will, the other two will be alternates for that. I need
Okay.
a designated alternate, and then the third one, if you notice, if you go down to the bottom,
It's
under
always
number
Jerry.
18,
oh, okay.
there's another action
Oh,
that
okay.
adds Jerry in
Adds
as
a-
well
oh,
as
good,
an
okay.
as an
Okay,
alternate.
okay.
I just need to know who the primary would be on Board of Revision then.
Well, let's leave it as the chair and
Yeah,
then
I'll just leave
the
it.
vice chair, as we've
Okay,
always
so-
done it.
Pres, vice pres on that, and ADP board is, I have Jim.
Dvorak and then Lena,
Yeah.
and then,
Okay, questions is the same. Now, the only other, so you wanna leave it the same as 21, except for the slight changes. Now, under planning commission, you have the opportunity to designate an alternate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anybody in mind that you would want to sit as your alternate, in addition to who you would be looking at appointing as an actual member? The option is there. Tim
Yeah.
brought this
Can
up
we
at
do
the
it
end
later?
of last year.
yeah, we can do
Yeah.
it later.
We
Yeah.
can do it
Okay.
later,
Okay.
once we get applications in and go forward with
Okay.
your board appointments.
My, did we get to NOACA yet?
Nope, that's above it. Do you wanna change yours, or do you wanna leave it the
Because the
same?
alternate, I'm gonna move to, put Steve Olowich from, Water Resources on. It's my alternate.
For NOACA.
For NOACA?
Yeah, for NOAC. I talked to Joe Cattell about that, and he's got already 2 engineers down there. And
Mhm.
with all the water stuff, he had said that would probably be the better.
That's a good idea.
Opportunity.
Okay, so you're gonna appoint Steve as your alternate then, and then, Tim, are you gonna leave yours as Shane?
Shane, yeah.
And then Jim, you're gonna leave yours as Nicholas?
Yes.
Okay, so that will leave the same. NACOG, are we gonna keep as the same?
Yeah, that's, I
Okay.
just leave it.
Yeah, I'll accept that.
Revolving loan and local revolving loan, the terms were up this year. I'm working with community development on, they have to update all of their board appointments. So when we do that, we will then follow suit as what it had been for the previous 2 years, and then that will be updated.
Okay.
So as the primary for Board of Revision, it's going to be with Borak, and then Lennon, and then it will be Spitaleri.
We haven't had a revolving loan fund meeting in a while, have we? Have you had one?
No,
There has not been.
there was,
That hasn't been.
There hasn't been, we're actually I'm working with Marty on that, we're trying to figure out a way to get it out there, but right now, nobody's looking for a loan, everybody's looking for grants,
Okay.
so.
and in the last 3 years, I think we had 2 companies pay off
pay
their
off
loan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yes, there's
The
been,
revolving loan committee usually is all at the head of the head of the loan going out.
Sure.
So where are we at now, Chris?
so, you have my list, so I'm not quite sure where, like, you're only going over what was changing.
Oh, okay.
So,
There's only the one, really.
yeah, we changed the family first, and, we changed NOACA, and we're holding off on the alternates for planning at this point. And then, revolving loan I had as Lennon and Spitaleri. So, when I get with, community development, we will finalize an update.
Okay,
But for right now, we'll leave it as what it was.
good.
So those are the only changes that we're making to your board appointments for 22.
Yep,
Yeah.
So you're good with that?
Yeah.
yes.
We have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Okay, so that is 4. So number 5 then is going to be then to appoint, for Board of Revision, Dvorak as primary and alternates of Lennon and Spitaleri with Mr. Morgan, as an alternate for effective for the year 2022.
Good.
Mhm, yes.
Motion?
Motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Okay. So change pages here. Next, we come down to the staff appointments. So number 6 is going to be the Commissioner's Office is requesting the board appoint Mr. Morgan as County Administrator.
Oh, I remember.
What do you think, Jerry?
Yeah. You guys want to get rid of me? Go ahead.
Jerry's like, please, please. Make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
That was to get rid of.
Another
Thank
year.
Just have one person vote no, just to
Yeah.
throw them off.
So then I guess the Commissioner's Office is requesting your board appoint me as your clerk for the Commissioners.
Make that
Absolutely,
motion.
absolutely. Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
As Jerry's over there going, thank you.
Please, yeah.
I
We're all
told her
saying
I told her she was
thank
going to let
you.
me keep it as long as her and Debbie are here for every meeting.
Yeah.
Her or Debbie are
That's
here.
right.
We went through
Because
the
I don't want to
list.
have to sit at that side of the table.
We went through the list and he goes, now make sure you're here tomorrow. So the Commissioner's Office is requesting the board approve the following staff appointments. The Director for the Department on Aging, Jessica Bolt, Director of Community and Economic Development, Martin Castelletti, Chief Building Enforcement Official, Dan Spada, Director, Department of Emergency Services, Roger Peterson, Director of Job and Family Services, Craig Swenson, Director of Maintenance, Glenn Bernick, Director of Transportation, Joanna Santilli, Director of Water Resources, Stephen Ulrich, Sanitary Engineer for Water Resources, Jared Morgan, and Dog Warden, Matt Granito. And acknowledge those staff appointments in the unclassified position.
So,
Looks like a pretty good crew here. The dream team. I'll
Been working
second.
good so far.
Yeah. I'll
Commissioner
second.
Spillier?
aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Okay. So the number 9 is then to request the board appoint Deborah Ashburn to act as acting Commissioner's Clerk in the event that Christine Blair, the Commissioner's Clerk, is unable or unavailable to perform those duties during the year 22, and further appoint Mr. Morgan, County Administrator, to act as acting Commissioner's Clerk in the event that Ms. Ashburn and Ms. Blair are unavailable.
So,
Second.
Commissioner Spillier? Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Okay. Now you are stuck. Okay. So having said that, number 10 then is to request the board to approve and execute resolution 22-004, authorizing the county administrator to exercise powers delegated hereby under ORC 305.30.
Okay.
make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Number 11 is under the drainage engineer, is requesting the board appoint Joe Patel as drainage engineer and set the compensation at a biweekly rate of $479.16, effective with pay number 2 through pay number 25, and pay number 26 will be $479.36, and is based on the population level 3 for an engineer without private practice, in accordance with the memorandum of understanding from January 13.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Number 12 is the Commissioner's Office is requesting the board appoint Gerard Morgan to serve as prevailing wage coordinator for 22, and to appoint Nicholas Gores to serve as prevailing wage coordinator for 22.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
And they both agree. 13 is the Commissioners is requesting the board appoint James D. Davis as county apiarist, and further approve and execute the 22 OD Department of Agriculture appointment for county apiary inspector form, effective January 1st, 22, an hourly rate of $13 an hour, and the mileage reimbursement rate of the 58.5 cents.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
And number 14 is the last item I have on the list, unless you guys need to add anything else after that. And this is to request, the Department on Aging is requesting the board approve the addition of Jessica Bull, Josh Burton, and Ed Shortridge to the Maintenance Department Home Depot commercial credit account. And then the Commissioner's Office is requesting the board approve the use of credit cards for the year 22, and authorize the President of the Board to execute the application for authorization to permit that use for the Department on Aging, Department of Development, Building and Community Development, Commissioner's Office, Job and Family Services, Maintenance Department, Transit and Auditor's Office, the County Engineer's Office, the Common Police Court, the Common Police Court Adult Probation, the Probate Juvenile Court, and the Sheriff's Office, with not to exceed monthly amounts and for specific individuals listed as such in the attached following 3.5 sheets.
Make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Okay. And there's all of the credit card applications that you then have to sign.
I'll make that motion.
So you will see listed, each department has which card, what the amount is, and then who the individuals are that are listed that are allowable for use.
Yep.
I streamlined it as much as I can.
Yeah. Went pretty good.
Yeah, no, very good.
So with that, that is all I have. I have a copy of the memo we're gonna send it to get posted for planning applications. And it's the same one we used last year. I just updated to say several vacant positions.
Gotcha.
And
We'll let the
then we'll
process
accept them
work.
through the end of February and.
Yeah, and you've received a couple just recently too, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
We have a total of 4 right now.
Okay,
So.
good. That's nice, there's interest out there.
So this is the pile that all 3 of you have to sign.
NOACA, we'll have
from
to try and
today,
figure that out
And then
too.
this is Jim's
That
pile.
rural advisory, or did you?
Yeah, he's okay with it.
Yeah?
Joe Mazurko.
Okay.
You guys want to do that today?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
make that motion.
Second.
Joe Mazurko for the Rural Advisory Committee for NOACA.
That was that one.
I think it's Mazzurco.
Mazurko?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is the rural advisory
Yes.
for NOAC.
Yep.
It would be some happy.
Thought I don't know the dates of the meetings a couple days ago.
Yeah.
He goes,
And then we
"Those
just
dates
have to
work,
look at
I'll
the
be
other
there,
two.
blah, 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 blah."
That's great.
Okay.
Then we just have to look at the other 2.
Mhm.
So, Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lynn?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Okay, because I had a motion and a second on
Okay, let me get Simon here.
that. So the only thing that was added was that the ADP is having their organizational meetings with a special meeting at 2 o'clock on Monday, and then Board of Revision is at 3 o'clock on Monday to do their annual reorg for that too.
Mm.
We'll be back for our next session on the 11th. County offices are closed on the 17th due to the holiday, and so session that week is Thursday the 12th.
Great.
And then you'll see later today that now that your board appointments are approved, they will update calendars.
Good job.
Who's going to who?
Thank you for getting this all so organized
I
for
was
us.
working on that the other day. It's literally Megan just handed me my planner yesterday. It hasn't been able to come in. Jim, I have one more that you have to sign that last week I missed.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, I will get you the list of family first.
Okay.
And they did note that on the list that they sent me, that Rachel sent me, was that, and I have Board of Revision scheduled.
So they need it to Job and Family Services building?
Nope, it's now at mental health.
Oh,
So this is noted that their
Don't they
meetings
flip-flop?
are, that the meetings are being held at mental health, they're not flip-flopping.
Oh, okay.
So that was the difference on the list that she sent me, is that they're doing everything at mental health.
See your-
Mm.
I'm gonna guess that it's probably because of stuff that's gonna be happening for next year, so.
Oh.
Yeah, the
With the
move.
move and everything
Sure.
else, so.
Good job, Christie.
Yeah.
Jim is
It's a
signing
lot of
away
work.
over here, so.
Next.
Need to get you a stamp, Jim.
Mhm.
And that was nice, there's only 3 of these here, and then I'll make the department copy. But I had to find stickies for all of these.
I'd keep those all for Jim there.
Wait, this is Jim's file.
Yeah.
This is you guys, this is Jim's file.
Anything else we could give Jim?
Yeah.
I think you really like this.
Thinking about buying a food truck and going down to the new building, for lunches.
You know, that's not a
I'm here
bad
to-
idea.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm here to
Not a
serve.
bad idea.
I like
It's gonna
that.
be slim pickings.
that is one of the things that I gotta look at this year, or have me look at is, how do we contract that out for,
Yeah,
to be able to
to
have
get lunch in there.
several,
Yeah.
food trucks, and food trucks is what I thought of, because it was the easiest, where they can come in, set up for a couple hours, be there.
We should have put like almost a cafe or something in there.
Well, it'd be nice to, we were talking about the future, have a restaurant or something, somebody build in there.
I was talking to those guys for the hospital with the hotel too.
Yeah.
That would be nice right
That's,
across the
they
street.
would, yeah, like a combo thing.
You know?
Yeah.
To be able
It'd be
to-
nice for them to build a hotel where the old jail used to be.
Yeah, for some of
Yeah.
us to stay.
There's actually enough room there.
Two biggest hotels can be right next to each other.
You're funny.
Where they were
Is there
bringing
enough
that.
room
One
there?
hotel you can get out of, and the other one you can't.
There might be
Yeah.
room on the property across the street in the cornfield.
Maybe it may sometimes.
Is there any, public comment?
Parcel with the hotel.
Oh, God, yeah. Ain't that the truth?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Gail Rusi, League of Women Voters, so this is probably just very easily explained, but I see that Mr. Morgan is on as sanitary engineer. Is that because there's a vacancy, or is that actually your?
That is one of my additional positions. The sanitary engineer has to be a licensed professional engineer, and that's what I do, licensed with professional engineer.
Oh my gosh.
And I was the former director over there, so when I came over here, I maintained sanitary
Wow.
engineer.
Man of many talents.
We've been trying to find somebody to replace me, but,
Liz, it's what?
Yeah.
Yes.
it's trying to find a professional engineer who's.
And you'll find that some
so
of
we've
them.
been
22.
working on that.
Yes, some of them you have to sign on that side, but I added lines and dates because people signed for.
All right.
Okay. Motion to adjourn.
Yeah, second that.
All in
Thanks.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, Chrissy.
No, thank you.
Say no.
Good job. Then we have to stay here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You to meet the house.
Do you want to meet them?